14 videos. That is how many aluminum foil hack videos I watched this week. Foil balls that clean your toilet. Foil balls that kill cockroaches. Foil that sharpens scissors. Foil that replaces your dryer sheets. Combined views, over 40 million. Combined evidence, almost 0. So I bought 7 rolls of Reynolds wrap at $1.28 each, set up my workbench, and tested every single one. Out of 7 tricks, only 2 actually worked. One of them is genuinely brilliant, real chemistry going back over a century, costs about 3 cents. The other 5 are either complete nonsense or half-truths that waste your afternoon. Here is the full breakdown. Stay with me on this one. Here is what is happening on YouTube right now. Aluminum foil hack videos are exploding. Most of them follow the same pattern. A creator holds up a shiny ball of foil, promises it replaces some expensive product, and the comments fill up with people saying they tried it. What nobody does is measure. Nobody runs a timer. Nobody tests before and after. Nobody tells you which tricks are real chemistry and which ones are just clickbait wrapped in foil. The average American household spends about $55 to $70 a year on the products these videos claim foil replaces. Silver polish, chrome cleaners, dryer sheets, toilet bowl cleaners, pest control spray. That is real money. The question is whether a $1 roll of foil can actually do any of those jobs. That is what this video is. 7 tricks. Tested on camera, measured where I could, graded honestly. Quick ground rules. Every trick was tested exactly as the original video described it. Same materials, same steps, same timing. I am grading each one on 3 things. Does it actually do what the video claimed? Is it better than the product it claims to replace? And would I personally use it again? Pass, partial, or fail? Number 7, the weakest claim first. Trick number 7, cut through folded aluminum foil to sharpen dull scissors. This one shows up on every life hack list on the internet. I took a pair of kitchen scissors that could not cut cleanly through a piece of cardstock. Folded a sheet of foil 8 times, like every video says. Cut through it 10 times. The scissors felt slightly different afterward. Not sharper, just cleaner. The foil wiped some sticky residue off the blades. That is all. I tested on the same piece of cardstock. Same jagged, torn cut as before. Here is why. Aluminum is a 2.5 on the Mohs hardness scale. Your steel scissors are a 5.5 to 6.5. Cutting through something softer than your blade cannot sharpen your blade. It is like trying to sharpen a kitchen knife by slicing through butter. The physics do not allow it. What actually sharpens scissors is a whetstone. $5 to $8 at Home Depot. Lasts for years. Verdict: fail. The foil cleans residue. It does not sharpen anything. Trick number 6. Drop 3 balls of aluminum foil into your toilet tank to keep the bowl clean and prevent hard water stains. This one has over 160,000 views in 7 days. So I made 3 golf ball-sized foil balls, dropped them into my toilet tank, left them for 2 weeks. Flushed normally the entire time. After 2 weeks, I pulled the balls out. They looked exactly the same. The toilet bowl looked exactly the same. The hard water ring at the water line, still there. Now, here's the part I was most curious about. Let's see what the numbers say. I ran a water hardness test strip before and after. Before, 250 parts per million. After 2 weeks with foil balls sitting in the tank, 247 parts per million. That is within the margin of error of the test strip. Effectively 0 difference. The foil just sits in cold water. It does not dissolve, it does not release any cleaning agent, it does not change the pH. It does nothing to the calcium and magnesium carbonates that cause staining. And here's the part that actually concerns me. Over time, those foil balls break apart. Small pieces jam your flapper valve. A flapper valve costs $8 to replace, plus the headache of a running toilet you do not notice for 3 weeks. And on many modern toilets, foreign objects in the tank void the manufacturer warranty. Verdict? Fail. Does nothing for cleaning, risks damaging your toilet. Skip this one entirely. Trick number 5. Aluminum foil balls placed around your kitchen repel or kill cockroaches. I want to be careful here because there are 2 versions of this claim floating around. Version 1. Plain foil balls scare cockroaches away because of the shiny surface or the crinkling sound. I placed 6 foil balls in a dark cabinet with breadcrumbs. Set up a camera overnight. The footage is clear. A cockroach walked directly over a foil ball at 2 in the morning to reach the bread. No hesitation, no reaction. The foil repelled nothing. Version 2. Foil balls filled with a boric acid and sugar mixture kill cockroaches. This one is actually real, but the foil is not doing the killing. The boric acid is. You could put the same mixture in a paper cup, a bottle cap, or a folded napkin and get the same result. The foil is just the container. Boric acid itself is legitimate pest control science. $5 a pound at Home Depot or Walmart. Used by professionals since the 1880s. The EPA estimates 1 cockroach carrying boric acid back to the nest kills 5 to 7 additional roaches through secondary exposure. That is real entomology. But when a video thumbnail says, "Kill cockroaches with aluminum foil," that is misleading. What kills them is boric acid. The foil is just the wrapper. Verdict? Fail for the foil claim. The boric acid recipe is real science, but credit goes to the boric acid, not the foil. 3 down, 4 to go. And I will be honest, when I started testing, I expected everything to fail. The next 4 surprised me. If you are the kind of person who wants to know which cheap tricks actually hold up to real testing, that is what this channel does every week. Subscribe so you catch the next round. All right, trick number 4. Crumple 3 balls of aluminum foil and throw them in your dryer to eliminate static cling. Replace dryer sheets permanently. I ran this test over 2 weeks. 5 loads with foil balls alone, 5 loads with bounce dryer sheets, 5 loads with nothing. The results. Dryer sheets eliminated static almost completely. Foil balls reduced static noticeably compared to nothing. Maybe 60 to 70% reduction. Not as good as dryer sheets, but not 0 either. Here is why it actually works, and it is simpler than you think. Static cling happens when fabrics rub together and exchange electrons. Aluminum foil is conductive metal. It discharges some of that built-up static electricity by grounding the charge. Real physics. But the foil balls do not soften fabric. They do not add scent. And they make a rattling noise in the dryer that you will notice if your laundry room shares a wall with your bedroom. Some users also report small foil flakes sticking to dark clothing. The math is interesting though. A box of bounce dryer sheets runs about $7 for 120 sheets at Walmart, roughly $35 a year for a family doing 5 loads a week. 3 foil balls cost about 3 cents to make and last 2 to 3 months. That is roughly 12 cents a year. Verdict? Partial. Reduces static, does not match dryer sheets completely, but at 12 cents a year versus $35, worth trying if you do not care about fabric softening or scent. Trick number 3. Crumple a ball of foil and use it to scrub burnt-on food from pots and pans. Straightforward test. I burnt oatmeal onto a stainless steel pot. Badly. The kind of burnt ring that makes you consider throwing the pot away. I scrubbed one half with a crumpled foil ball and the other half with a standard green Scotch-Brite pad. The foil worked! Removed the burnt layer in about the same time as the Scotch-Brite, maybe 30 seconds slower. The crumpled texture acts like a coarse scrubber. But here is the honest limit. This works on stainless steel and cast iron only. On non-stick cookware, the foil destroys the coating. Scratched non-stick releases microplastics into your food. On glass-top stoves, it leaves permanent scratch marks. On enameled pots like Le Creuset, it strips the finish. The foil also leaves faint gray marks on lighter pots. They wash off, but they are annoying. Verdict? Partial. Works great on stainless steel and cast iron. Dangerous on everything else. Free versus $3 for a pack of Scotch-Brite pads. Use it, but know which pans can handle it. Trick number 2. Use a piece of damp aluminum foil to remove hard water buildup from chrome faucets and fixtures. I had calcium buildup on my bathroom faucet base, that white crusty ring that builds up over months. I tore off a piece of foil about the size of my palm, crumpled it loosely, dampened it under the tap, rubbed it gently in small circles over the calcium deposits. Let's see what the numbers say. I rated the buildup on a 1 to 10 scale, using before and after photos. Before, heavy white crust, about a 7 out of 10. After 3 minutes of gentle rubbing, almost completely clean, about a 1.5. The chrome underneath was unscratched, shiny, like new. Here is why it actually works, and it is simpler than you think. Aluminum sits below chromium on the electrochemical series. When damp foil contacts calcium deposits on chrome, a mild electrochemical reaction loosens the mineral bonds. The foil is also softer than chrome on the Mohs hardness scale, 2.5 versus 8.5, so it cannot scratch the surface underneath. But it is harder than the calcium scale sitting on top, soft enough to protect the chrome, hard enough to remove the deposit. That is the perfect middle. A bottle of CLR calcium remover costs $6 to $8 at Walmart, contains phosphoric acid. Works, but you are spraying acid next to your sink. The foil costs less than 1 cent per use, no chemicals. Verdict? Pass. Real chemistry, real result. Costs almost nothing. This one I will keep using. All right, number 1, the big one. The trick that genuinely amazed me. Line a basin with aluminum foil, shiny side up. Place tarnished silver directly on the foil so the metal is touching. Pour hot water over everything. Add 1 tablespoon of baking soda per cup of water. Wait 3 to 5 minutes. I tested this on a set of silver-plated serving spoons, sitting in a drawer for over a year. Dark brown tarnish, the kind that makes you wonder if they are even silver anymore. I set a timer, poured the hot soda water in. Within 60 seconds, I am not exaggerating, the tarnish started lifting visibly. By 3 minutes, the spoons were bright. Not perfect, but dramatic. 80 to 90% of the tarnish, gone. No rubbing, no scrubbing, no polish. Just chemistry happening in front of me. I did not expect that either. Here is what is happening. Silver tarnish is silver sulfide, a thin layer of sulfur bonded to the surface. The aluminum, in hot baking soda solution, acts as a reducing agent. It pulls the sulfur atoms off the silver and bonds them to itself. You can actually see the tarnish transfer. The foil turns dark, where the silver turns bright. This is called an electrochemical reduction reaction. First-year chemistry, documented in materials science textbooks, and the exact same process that professional silver restoration services charge $15 to $30 per piece to perform. 1 tablespoon of Arm & Hammer baking soda, 2 cents. 1 sheet of Reynolds Wrap foil, 1 cent. Total cost per batch, 3 cents. Enough to clean an entire drawer of silverware. Annual cost if you do it 4 times a year, 12 cents. Professional cleaning for the same silver, $200 or more. Verdict? Pass. The best aluminum foil trick I have ever tested. 3 cents. 2 things before you try any of these, because I would rather you hear them from me. First, the silver trick does not work on lacquered or coated silverware. If your silver has a protective finish, the hot water strips it. And never use it on hollow-handled knives where the blade is glued into the handle. The hot water loosens the adhesive over time. Spoons and forks? Perfect. Knives? Clean those by hand. Second, the faucet trick works on light to medium calcium buildup only. If you have years of heavy mineral crust, the foil alone will not break through it. You need a white vinegar soak first to soften the deposits, then finish with foil. And never use foil on brushed nickel or matte fixtures, only polished chrome. 7 tricks tested. 3 failed completely, 2 partially worked, 2 are genuinely useful. The final math. The 2 tricks that actually work cost a combined 6 cents per use. The products they replace, silver polish, chrome cleaner, dryer sheets, run about $55 a year. $1 roll of aluminum foil. 12 months of use, about $55 back in your pocket. Not every foil trick on YouTube is real, but the 2 that are, the silver polish and the chrome cleaner, are backed by real chemistry going back over a century. They just never made it into a bottle, because you cannot charge $8 for something that costs 3 cents. That is the test. $1.28 spent, $55 saved. See you next time.